Hi, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us today. My name is Inshu Mishra, and this is a Builure AI live webinar, Mortgage Broking, Fixing Document Chaos with AI. I come from a tech background, specializing in financial sector, having worked for the likes of Big Four banks in the past, and I'm joined by Ishan, our CTO, who will chat to you all later. Today is not going to be a theory session. We're going to walk through real scenarios that I know many of you are living through right now and show you exactly how AI can fix them. But before we dive in, I want to hear from you directly. We've got a few quick polls throughout today's session, and I genuinely want you to answer honestly. No judgment here. This is a safe space. Let's kick off with our first one. So I'm gonna kick off the first poll. You should see it on your screen. All you have to do is just click the answer that suits your situation. When you get an inquiry at 9 p.m. on a Tuesday, what actually happens? You have a system, it's captured and followed up automatically. You see it the next morning and hope they haven't moved on. It goes into your inbox, and honestly, sometimes it gets missed. What inquiry? Half of them never even reach me. So I can see that people are answering it. We have 7 responses. I can't see who answered what, so you can answer anything you like. We just get to see the numbers. Amazing. So I'm gonna end the poll right now, and let's see what are the results. So can you see the results on your screen? Only 10 people answered, and I can see there are about 20 people over here. I need more responses in the next poll. So if you voted for option one, genuinely well done. You're ahead of most of the industry. I can see only one of you opted for it. But if you're in the yellow, the red, or the black, you're not alone. And I'll just close this. And more importantly, what you're about to see today was built specifically for you because that lead at 9 p.m. on a Tuesday, that's real revenue walking out the door while you sleep. And we're going to fix that. Let's get into it. So I'm quickly going to share my screen. And Ishan, would you be able to tell me if you're able to see my screen or not?
Yep, it's safe.
And can you see the poll window or just my screen?
I can see your screen. Yep.
Okay, yeah, cool. So the scenario that we were talking about, I want to start with this that might feel a little too familiar. It's like we talked about Tuesday night. Now it's Wednesday night, 8:47 p.m. Someone is sitting at their laptop, maybe after the kids are in bed, and they find your website. They're ready. They fill out your contact form and hit submit. And then nothing happens. Not until 9 a.m. on Thursday morning. I'm not able to remove this full screen from my window. Oh, yeah. Not until 9 a.m. Thursday morning when someone at your office opens their inbox. But here's the problem by 9 a.m. Thursday, that person has already booked a call with another broker. You didn't do anything wrong, you were just asleep, but you still lost the lead. This is the reality of manual lead response, and it's costing you real business every single week. So let's look at what that actually costs in time. The old way, manual data entry, follow-up calls, takes 25 to 40 minutes per lead. The AI way, 0 minutes. The lead is captured, qualified, and logged automatically the moment they submit. Now think about this. If you're getting just 3 leads a day, that's potentially 2 hours saved every single day. That's 10 hours a week just on lead capture alone. We'll come back to the full picture shortly. Now I'll go to the next poll. Like I said, we're going to have many polls in this session because we want to understand from you. Okay, so the next poll is the document chase. Can you see it on your screens? How many hours a week do you spend chasing clients for documents? Less than 2 hours, 2 to 5 hours, 5 to 10 hours, or more than 10 hours? Okay, we got only 12 responses. Ah, I can see there are some note takers as well. Yeah, cool. So let's end the poll and then I'll share the results. Anyone else wanted to vote? No? Okay. Ta-da. So, like I suspected, a lot of you are sitting in that middle range or higher. Here's what I want you to hold on to. Whatever number you just voted for, by the end of this next session, you're going to see exactly what it would look like to get most of that time back. Let's go. I come back to my slides. Can you still see my screen? Ishan, can you still see my screen?
Yep, yep.
Yeah. So I call this one the document black hole. And if you've been broking for more than 5 minutes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Client books a call, you ask for their documents, they send you 3 out of 12, you chase them, they send 2 more, you chase again, the call happens anyway, and you're still missing the payslips. Assessment gets delayed, the client is frustrated, and honestly, so are you. Manual document collection is one of the biggest hidden time drains in a broken business. It's not just the chasing, it's the mental load of tracking what's coming in, what's missing, and who you need to follow up with next. Here's what that looks like in numbers. The old way, chasing, re-requesting, manually checking, takes 6 to 10 hours per client file. With AI, you're down to 15 minutes. You review an AI-generated summary and confirm any flags. That's it. If you have 5 active clients at any one time, and most of you do, I guess most of you do, that's potentially 35 to 45 hours saved per week. That's not a rounding error. That's almost a full working week every week. Now I am jumping on to next poll. Yes, I'm annoying. Yeah, the prep problem. When a client finally gets on a call with you, how prepared are you? Option one, fully prepared. You have everything you need before the call. Mostly prepared, but you're still asking basic questions on the call. Scrambling, you're just gathering info during the call itself. The call is the information gathering session. Yes, sometimes it has to be. And I can see everyone is so quick answering that. And I can see there are 30 participants and only 12 have answered. If you have any issues accessing the the poll, please write down in the chat and I can help you out. Okay, so I'll give 10 more seconds and then I'll end the poll.
Um, I think ensure the chat is disabled.
What?
Yeah.
Mm, and Q&A? That is enabled.
Okay. I'll just write. I
Yeah,
can,
I can see it.
I
Yeah,
can.
I can see
Yeah.
it.
Maybe
Oh,
for the
you just, it's only for hosts and panelists. Ah,
yeah.
okay. Hi, everyone. Okay, anyway, I'm ending the poll now. We're running out of time. So, look, if you're scrambling or gathering info on the call itself, that's not a reflection of how good you are as a broker. It's a reflection of a process that can be fixed. The next two scenario, because it also depends on the preference. Some of you just want to understand your clients, but in most of the cases, that is not needed. The next two scenarios are going to speak directly to this. But most of you are actually prepared, so that's really good. And only 50% participated. So yeah, 50% out of 50%, 57%. That's great. Um, so I need to move to my slide. Okay, I'll stop sharing the poll. Yeah, too many screens. You need to tell me if you can see my screen or not.
Uh,
Uh,
yeah,
yeah,
we can see the slide here.
yeah. So I named this one the Groundhog Day onboarding. Every new client asks the same questions. What documents do I need? How long does it take? What's the difference between fixed and variable? And every time you or someone on your team answers them personally, manually, again. It's not that the questions are hard, it's that you're answering them over and over and over again when your time could be spent on actual advice. So let's moving on to the next slide. Old way, 20 to 30 minutes per client on repetitive Q&A. AI way, 0 minutes. The AI handles it. You review the summary. The answers are instant, accurate, consistent, on brand, and available 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you are getting 8 new inquiries a week, that's 3 to 4 hours returned to you every single week, just from this one change. So, moving on to my next goal. I promise there are only two more. So let's go to the poll screen again. Just bear with me. This is the first time I'm doing the polls on a Zoom call. It's good actually. Yeah, so the next question is the after hours anxiety. How do you handle inquiries that come in outside business hours? By automated response, like your automated response handles it, they're looked after. They get an auto email and wait until morning. Nothing. They hit a dead end. And the last one is I personally check messages at night because I'm terrified of missing one. Scary. Um, That's what I actually used to do when I started my business too. So I can understand as a business owner, everyone is just like, dealing with the same pain. Woohoo. I'm glad that people are enjoying. I hope you're enjoying. Okay, I'll keep it open for 10 more seconds and then I'll close it. Okay, I'm ending it now. So, as you can see, that many of you voted for that last option. I want you to know that that is one of the most common things we hear from all the brokers that we've spoken with, and there are a lot. You're not checking your phone at 10 p.m. because you're disorganized. You're doing it because you care about your business and you can't afford to miss a lead. But that's not sustainable and it shouldn't be necessary. The whole point of what we're building is that you should be able to put your phone down at night and know with complete confidence that your business is still working. So I'll stop sharing this screen and come back to my slides. Yeah. Scenario four, the call that starts at zero. You've got a client on the line, and the first 20 minutes of that call are just data collection. So, what's your income and how long have you been in that role? Do you have any existing debts? You already know these questions need to be asked, but you're asking them live on the call because nothing was gathered beforehand. That means the real conversation, the advice, the strategy, the reason the client actually booked with you doesn't start until you're already 20 minutes in. So, the old way, 20 to 25 minutes of data gathering per call. AI way, 5 minutes just to review the brief before you join. The AI has already gathered and summarized everything you need. You walk into the call prepared. You start with advice, not admin. With 4 calls a day, that's roughly 1 to 1.5 hours of productive time recovered daily. Less admin, more advice, better outcomes for your clients. So, coming back to my final scenario, and I'll stop talking and hand it over to Ishan after that. Um, Coming back to the scenario five and poll number five, and that's the last one, I promise. The biggest time thief. If you could eliminate one thing from your week, what would it be? Chasing missing documents? Re-explaining the same process to every new client? Back and forth scheduling and rescheduling? Manually entering lead data into my CRM, or all the above. Let me dream. Okay, so I'm going to end the poll now. 10 more seconds. Okay, sharing the results. So you can see, like all most of you actually want all of the above. You want to stop chasing missing documents, stop re-explaining the same process to every new client, stop back and forth scheduling and rescheduling. So coming back to my scenario 5, can you see my screen? Ishan, can you tell me?
Yeah, I can see.
This one is probably the most painful. Client had a great first call. You planned to follow up, but things got busy. Other clients, other files, other calls, and the follow-up never got sent. 3 weeks later, you find out they've settled with another broker. Not because they didn't like you, not because your rate wasn't competitive, simply because you went quiet and someone else didn't. So, the old way, 45 to 60 minutes a week, manually tracking and following up cold leads, reviewing spreadsheets, sending chase emails, trying to remember who you last spoke to. And the AI way, 5 minutes a week, reviewing re engaged leads that the AI has already flagged for you. The AI monitors, scores, and surfaces the leads that are ready to talk, so you're never chasing the wrong people and you never miss the right ones. The impact, never lose a deal to silence again, and an estimated 1 to 2 additional settlements per month from pipeline recovery alone. Now, I'll just give you a quick summary of what we just discussed. That the client journey happens from the lead capture, then document collection, then call preparation, and then ongoing nurture. Everything can be managed by AI. So if you see the summary that we just spoke about, this is what's happening. Okay, I'll just remove this. Yeah. So on lead capture, we discussed 10 hours per week. Document chasing and checking, 7 hours. Repetitive client Q&A, 3.5 hours. Call prep and data gathering, 5 hours per week. So in total, follow-up and pipeline management, 50 minutes per week. So in total, 24 hours a week. And you can imagine in those 24 hours what else you could have done. Now, I'll stop talking, and if there are any questions, you can just pop in the Q&A section, and I'll hand it over to Ishan, who is going to show you what we just discussed about here on Builure AI's AI suite designed specifically for mortgage brokers. I'll stop sharing my screen and hand it over to you, Ishan.
Yeah, thank you, Inshu. Yeah, that was quite great information. Good morning. Now we'll move into some technical demo. So I'll quickly share my screen and I will show you around how we have designed this AI and how we are going to it could be a bit overwhelming some parts, but yeah, it's quite simple. So I'll just quickly share my screen and I will start. Uh, yeah, let me know if you can see my screen. So say for example, this is your website. This is the demo website that we have created for our use case. So how it will work, and there are multiple ways of it. Uh, how we can do. Say for example, this is your website, and user as me, I'm looking to uh, maybe refinance or buy a first time home. I'm confused, have a lot of questions. I'm feeling a bit overwhelming with the knowledge I am getting onto internet. So say for example, I came to your website. This is our agent, the one of the entryways, and it can be set on your social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, your website. And say I just came in here and I just gave my some information in here and I started the process that is up to me. And I'm like I am a first home buyer. So I just start my query because this is quite the way. Another thing is that as soon as you get the details, you will receive an SMS and email immediately on your email that a lead has been created, conversation is going on. So in real time, you can see in, and then you can just see that. Um, Another thing is that there is also inbuilt voice agent. So this agent speaks more than 60 plus languages. So you can chat in English or whatever your native language is, and then it will ask you the questions with the best practices of the best interest and everything in there, and it will just ask you around simple questions just to get us some information around what we are looking, how we are looking into that, and then I will just answer casually, just say 80K. So this AI is quite intuitive in terms of going through your answers, providing the uh, yeah. So it knows around the how the mortgage broking industry works in Australia, and also around where to provide suggestion, and then it will also ask to book a call with the expert mortgage broker, that is you, because the AI's job is to the AI's job is to get that information, book the meeting for you, so that you have the perspective, because that's uh, the best possible scenario that you will convert that lead into an opportunity. So say I just want to book appointment, say 4 p.m. Now, here is the very interesting part that starts from here. As soon as the I give the option to AI, now on the background, the AI is booking your meeting right into your calendar. So it can be integrated to all the calendars we have in the market, Calendly, Cal, and a lot of calendars and your CRM. So it will directly create the meeting. It will email you immediately that the meeting has been booked. And then as soon as you book the meeting, what it does again is it gave you all the details, what you want, your booking and everything. And then it gives you a magic link. So that is a magic link that it creates immediately. And if you want to start the process, you just click on the link. And then what it does is it will immediately tell you on that how you want to upload that. Let me have a look. Yeah. There's never a demo without a technical glitch. So you will receive on your, let me go into in here. And this is the mortgage broker suite. And I'm just quickly logging in here, and I will show you how that works. So say, for example, this is my account, and I just am logging into the broker suite, and I will show you how that works in there. So this is your broker agent. You come in here, and immediately you see around. This is a dashboard. It has a lot of features, but I will just go into the normal ones. So you just look in here, and now we will quickly look into the email. So I will just share around this screen. So what this does is that immediately we got this email, and this will be your email, and we can upload the documents immediately in here. So what will happen is that I will show you how documents are categorized, because in a real world scenario, you have documents that are properly named, that has all the details, but that's a ideal scenario. So what usually does is that there is no, like, the documents are very weirdly named, and sometimes the user doesn't know. So let me just put some weird names in the documents quickly, and I will show you how that works. So I'll just put maybe the driver license is an image, and then the statement is uh, here, and then payslips are some doc weird thing. And then I have another one like this. Yeah. And if they put something document that is not correct, immediately in real time, they will get to know that this document is not correct. And they will,
Asian, we're only able to see your document collection screen. If you're showing any other
Okay,
screen, we're
okay,
not
let
able to
me,
see
okay, so I think, okay, let me,
because we just are seeing the collect docs tab.
okay, okay, so let me quickly see. I think I need to share the, okay, I think I need to share the other screen. So, sorry, this is the screen. So this is the email the user will immediately receive to upload the documents. And then we have different documents, names and everything. So I'm just uploading the documents in here and we can start the, as soon as I upload the document, it says that, okay, you have the documents uploaded, and then it's all done from this part. Now, we will go into, I will just share the other screen. We'll go again back to our collection one. Are you able to see the dashboard?
No,
Okay, let me come back to the dashboard and it's the, yep. Okay. Now, what happened? From the chat itself, the magic link was created. It was sent to the client and client has uploaded payslip and few other names that were like different names and in the documents. Now in your dashboard, how you will see is you open in here, all the documents would be renamed based on the client. And this you can control later in how you want to rename them. So it will take the name. What is that? How old is the document? Is it recent or not? What is the bank statement? And everything would be renamed according to you. And you can download all the documents from here. The AI, Builure AI also tells you what are the mismatches, stuff, and issues with the documents. And then what it does is that you can basically configure your chase settings, how you want to send emails to them, that the documents are not complete, and everything the AI handles, and you can configure your signature and everything, and it will send a reminder that, hey, we have received your document and this, but this payslip, for example, this is a recent one, but this is old. Can you please upload it? And every time it will create a secure magic link and it will send it to the user. And you can control 1 day or 2 day you want the magic link to be. Now, here, you have received the documents. The AI will do the chasing, the emails. And as soon as you receive all the documents, you will receive an SMS and email on your number that this document has been completed by the client. And now what you can do is in lender match and everything, it would be pre-populated. So it's all good. And then what you do is you go into your pipeline and here in real time, you can see how many documents are collected, how are awaiting upload, what is ready to access, and you can control things from here. And later on, what you can also do is you can go into settings and you can configure all your details here around your chase things, how you want to rename your documents. So these are all very, very simple. And in here, what you can do is if there is one way that the client has a chat with the front desk agent and it creates the magic link, sends it to them, or if you want to do it manually, there is another option. You come in here, you just create a request, the any name, just say Inshu, you put an email and you select what sort of thing you want. You can customize all the documents you want to send, and immediately it creates a magic link and sends it to them. And once they click on the link, it starts the process again around getting the leads, chasing them, completing them, reminders, and everything. And once you have received everything, the AI will basically support you in terms of writing emails and doing stuff. And if you don't want to do it, it can do everything on its own and you can just configure. So the whole process, the next morning you wake up, the documents have been collected, they have been marked around mismatch, or there is some issues. If it is old, or there is some discrepancy, or there is something like that, they can do it. And then once you have everything, you can basically complete your assessment, and then you can complete your assessment. And then what you can do is you can chase them, and then you can download the whole documents, the renamed ones, and your complete thing. I will just quickly show you how that will work. So I'll just simply download this. It will download a lodgement pack. I can, it will take the name of the client and everything. and I will just download it and go into my dashboard. And if I go into this, it will tell me around if they have connected the bank account, it's good. Otherwise, we can see the scoring in here. What is there? Is the profile strong or this? And then you can basically send the signature and everything from here, and you can request missing docs and everything all the time from here. So it's like just one click you need to do. And all your documents would be saved in here. They are encrypted end to end, PII scrap. And it's up to you that if you want to delete the documents or you want to retain for 30 days, whatever, 1 year, and then you can delete everything from here and it would all be deleted and all the documents are, and it is hosted in Australia and all the documents are safe, secured, and encrypted end to end, and they are in Australian servers. So you'll have the peace of mind that everything is safe and secure. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, so that was the end to end, very high level, and yeah, I'll just give to
We
Inshu for any questions. Yep.
yeah, we have some questions in the
Okay.
portal. So someone has asked, does it understand mortgage broker policies and
Uh,
lenders? Is it trained?
yes. So it understands around the policies, it has the rates and everything, but according to the best practices, it won't give the client that, okay, this could be a best rate or something. It will just say that, see, depending on your situation, you could be eligible for multiple offers or not. But at that time, it will ask that, say, for example, the screen I showed you, Ultimate Mortgage Broker, Elizabeth is the lead mortgage broker. So the AI will they see the market is it changes quite drastically every time. So what I will do is that it will gather the questions and answers, and then it will say that now is the best time to book a meeting with our senior broker because she would be better able to explain that you have 40 plus lenders or 60 plus lenders. So the interest rate and the policies it knows about, but it won't directly promise or do anything because that would be against the best interest practices. So at that time, it will ask to book a meeting. What it can do with confidence is it knows about the first home loan buyer schemes across Victoria and all the states. It knows about the eligibilities. So it has 8 calculators built in. It will show it to them, but it won't never promise anything around that, okay, you can get a best interest or definitely this could be done. Always for those technical questions, it can guide. But the main focus of this agent is to get a meeting booked with you with lots and lots of information and the documents and everything ready. So in that way, it's completely tested. And on compliance score, it's currently 12 by 12.
Well, I hope that answers the question. Yeah, we have another one. My customers won't hit the website and they call directly from Google Maps or references. How it solves in this scenario?
Two things you can do is, say, for example, the agent we showed sits on your website, your WhatsApp, your social media channels, Facebook, Instagram. But say, for example, the customer asked you that, hey, I want this and this. What you did, you went into your broker, your dashboard, you put the name of the client, the email, and what is the loan? It's first home loan or refinancing or investment. And immediately the documents and everything, and you just send the magic link and it has everything. It will take you 2 minutes. They will receive the secure magic link. And if they are interested, they upload the documents and the process starts from there. So for you, it would be quite time saving because everyone is busy. For me, I receive emails and I cannot reply to all the emails. So for you, what will happen is that, say you get 10 such leads in a month or five such leads in a week, or depends on your capability. What you can do is that you send the magic link, let AI do the work. AI will ask questions, AI will gather the documents, sort for you, rename for you, because honestly, if you receive payslips, and I have seen the weird names and discrepancies, and you need to know in advance. Because, say, if you receive 10 documents and you are going through all the documents, you are manually renaming, and then you are going into watching what is the gross income and everything's matching from the statement or not. This is like a very boring task, and it takes a lot of time. So in that way, you can use your manual link and you can keep the process flowing.
Yep, I hope that answered Yogendra's question. Yeah, there is another one from Tim. Can the document request link to our aggregator client collection?
So it could be, but the thing is that for that you have to have a chat around that. Okay, if this is something, this is a thing, and we want to connect it from our personal capability. We can connect it to your CRM. We can connect to whatever system you want, but it's basically depends on what sort of admin access you have and how you want to take it with your aggregator. From our side, we are safe, compliant, secure, and it just depends on around how you want to do that. But for us, yes, we can do it, but there are few things where which we need to discuss later.
Yeah, and just to add to it, it's basically we have the connectors available for your aggregators. It's up to you if you want to integrate it or not. So yes, it can. Um, so I hope that answers your question, Tim. And the next one is from Rex. The first chat, how did the AI agent know that it's a first home buyer?
Yeah. So in the first chat, when uh, two ways it could work. First is that I'm talking about the Australian market because I have seen it in the last 8 to 10 years. If the person comes and he has a reference of you, he knows about you, he might start the first form, name, email, and phone. And then the first question is that immediately AI knows the name and it will build the rapport. It's very warm around, hey, how are you here? What you're looking for? And then they just say, I'm looking for a loan. Immediately AI will get back. Is it a first home loan, refinancing? What do you want? That's when you can, from there they can do one word, or they can talk to the AI and the AI agent will talk back that, okay, first home or anything. Second way is that, which majority of people do, they come and they don't fill the pre-form. You can make it mandatory or not, they just skip it. But later on, if they ask questions, the AI will be very warm in giving them answers. And once they are happy that, okay, home loan, everything, immediately it will ask, do you want to book a meeting? And they will be like, yes. And immediately it will ask for their name and email and phone. They will do it in the chat, and immediately the whole process runs again. It will create the booking, it will create the magic link, it will create the profile and everything for you. So it knows about all the home loans, what your business is. For example, few of our clients, they do home loans, they do refinancing, and they do investment loans and construction loans. But the AI knows what is your services. So this agent is basically specific and unique to your service. Every business gets one AI agent. So if, for example, you do not offer car loans, it will say that, hey, we don't currently offer car loans, but if you want, I can give you options to connect. And maybe if you I'm sorry, what was the question from which person?
It was from Rex.
Rex. So in that case, if you offer car loans or home loans or construction loans, it will say Rex will give you the options in this. But if you do not offer that service, it will politely decline. So it's quite intelligent, and it knows everything about your business, about the loans, how the mortgage industry works in Australia, and we update it regularly, so it remains current. Currently, the cutoff is the latest budget, so we keep on updating it so it stays relevant.
Yeah, and to add to it, and you can always customize it based on your specific needs. You get one agent with all the information that is prepared by us, but then once it gets to you, it's up to you how you're going to train it. And you get some time to just like train it for your benefits, and it trains itself once it starts talking to your customers, and you will get to know the scenarios that never occurred to you when you were talking to your customers. And when you will see it on your dashboard live, you will get more and more ideas how you can refine it, how you can refine your own business, and how you can improve the processes that are already existing. So I hope that answers your question, Rex. And we have one more from Kunal before we close. Firstly, kudos to both of you for building this. Mhm. Thank you. It is surely a need of the hour today. Does it also analyze docs for self-employed applicants?
Yes. So currently it has scenarios and crossovers. So it has self-employed, it has PYG, it has self-employed business and everything. And then one person could be doing both. So the complex scenarios it handles, and then what happens that once you answer the questions from the agent, the front desk one, it will create the magic link based on the best doc options that needs to be sent to the user. But if you as a broker are doing it manually in the settings, you can select one or multiple, and then you can, it has like more than 100 plus types of documents, everything covered. So you can manually do, so it will give you the options that, hey, these are the best, but as expert AI is very intelligent, but always the experience are better on that. So you can just tick mark, okay, these documents I think would be necessary, and you can send it, and then the whole process remains same. Extraction, renaming, best practices, creating the 5 Cs, lodgement, and everything. So yes, it is quite perfect. But the thing is that as a mortgage broker, your insights will what make it 100%.
And that's why it's not available to the end users and only mortgage brokers, because it is acting as a mortgage broker's assistant and treat it as an assistant. Yeah, I hope that answers your question, Kamal. And we are almost on time. So, if you are interested to know more about this, I've shared the link in the chat, and also I'm going to share it on screen. So, if you want to book a session with us and understand it for your particular need, just scan this QR code. It would be set up for your business, your branding, your workflow, and you can directly reach out to us at contact@builure.com.au. Yeah, our idea is to save more time for you, close more deals, grow your pipeline, increase settlements, delight your clients, and stand out in the market. So, and like it is as good as your business. So just like design it for your benefit and it will act as your assistant from the day you install it. Um, so I hope we were able to answer all of your questions and you gained something out of this session. And if there is anything that you want to discuss, like I said, please feel free to book a session or email us directly at this email address, and we'll be happy to talk to you. Thank you so much. We're right on time, and I'll love to see you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Cheers.
guys, for your time.
Have a
See
good
you.
one.
Have a see you.
Bye.